Come forward, son, please.
Malcolm Wilson has taken a lot of photographs at the only supermarket in Isom, Kentucky, a town of about 900 people. These days, they're happy images of a thriving business owned by the same family for the past 25 years. But a year ago, it was a different story.
I was one of the first to go in our local IGA grocery store after it flooded, and it was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. And went in there, and it was like Godzilla and King Kong had a fight in there.
When we walked in, all coolers were up off the floor, all on their face. Product was all over the store, everywhere. I mean, it was just almost unimaginable.
That was just the beginning of Wilson's desire to record what was happening in the part of the world he loved so much. He believed there were stories that could be told through photography, stories that come to mind easily as he looks back on what his camera captured.
There was a pink Mickey Mouse blanket hanging on a tree, about a mile and a half up the road here, and it was still dripping with water. And I have 3 grandkids, and I knew and remembered what their blankets, my grandkids' blankets meant to them. You know, that was their comfort. After I got through, I started thinking about that, and I just broke down in tears.
So many photos from July 2022 show wrecked homes, damaged roads, and mountains of mud. Malcolm Wilson's best photos take a different focus, documenting determination rather than despair, faces instead of places. Wilson's photographs show the human spirit, how people in need helped others in need, the strangers who delivered food and water, and the healthcare workers who gave out tetanus shots in parking lots.
I consider photography like a fine bottle of wine. The older that good photograph gets, the more important it becomes.
The resilience is the same thing Corey Harris wanted to highlight when he was inspired to write a song about the flooding in Letcher County.
The North Fork couldn't hold all the dark sky laid down, and folks made for the hills, water raged through these towns.
The lyrics came easily when he remembered a phrase he's heard all his life, come hell or high water.
Come hell or high water, these mountains prevail. Yeah, we've been beat down and we've lost lives and homes and businesses and this and that, but you know, here we are, we're coming back, and it's going to be okay eventually.
Both Harris and Wilson say they wanted to show how the worst of times brought out the best in people.
Through hell and high water, they reached out their hands, pulled folks from the depths, put them back on dry land. Down in eastern Kentucky, the devil tried and he failed. So come hell or high water, these mountains prevail.
I saw so much strength and so much pride. And I saw a lot of tears, and I saw a lot of praying. And it's hard to look at, and it's hard to live with, but it's life.
You know, I never really realized that people would be so helpful and so genuine and so giving. That's very touching. It still makes me cry to think about it, because I know they really care.
The story of the 2022 flood is a story of starting over, one that can be told decades from now because of those who preserved history through sight and sound.
I did this work because I knew I had to, and I knew I wanted to, and I knew I needed to.
The banks couldn't hold the North Fork in its spill, but it can't wash away all the strength in these hills.